This episode I will cover the top side. First, I take some measurements. Then I do the sawing. Get a tight fit, doing the rest quickly. I want to have deck hatches. To have something to screw them in, I use 10mm plywood. I cut out a couple of rings, smoothen the edges, so the hatch fits, before I cut through. Get a couple of smooth wood trims. I glue the rings to the inside of the deck. Before I cut through the deck. And trim the opening. To get a fit. Sanding off. I laminate the inside. So now I'm starting to prepare for fitting the top side and the holes, and first it's good to do a dry fit to make sure that everything will work before you start messing around with the epoxy. So I have clamped these pieces to the hole where I want them, and try to feel that they lie snugly against the other parts of the hole. And there are some small gaps, but I think I will be able to start anyway. After heating to 20 degrees, I glue the deck to the rest of the hull. I quickly take care of the rest. Letting it cure overnight before I remove the clamps. Filling the gap between the deck and the shear. Later I will sand down the shear line to make a rounded profile. Time for sanding down the shear line. And moving back the hulls into the garage again so I can continue. I have made some supports here so that I can place the hulls upright and work on the upside easier. Now I laminate the top side with glass fiber and epoxy. This is pretty straightforward. It just takes a lot of time. And now the second hull. After curing overnight, it's time to cut open the hatches and cut away all the excess glass fiber laminate. Time for sanding. After sanding, I fill out the structure in the laminate with the second coat of epoxy. I cut out some small pieces of glass fiber to cover some of the air bubbles. I laminate the small pieces of glass fiber with the second coat of epoxy. Letting it cure overnight. I cut off the excess glass fiber before I do another coat of epoxy. Now the final sanding, I hope. This is a look of the surface before painting. I think they look quite alright. Maybe I put on a fourth coat of epoxy in some areas where there are still some structure left or gaps that needs to be filled. But I think this will do.